Harry was a friend of mine and a really great guy. He's near the top of his class at GW Med School. He's kind, funny, affable, like total package. And he's been dating my friend Sasha for like 4 years. So imagine my surprise when I'm on a promising first date with this girl, Katie, and she tells me that she had dated Harry recently. He had told her that Sasha and he had broken up, but she'd had her suspicions. So he left his Gmail open on her laptop, and she went snooping and discovered that he'd sent the same Valentine's Day present to 3 girls. He'd sent all 3 girls the same exact edible arrangement. Now, Harry's clearly a scoundrel, but I need to take a moment to admire him because he's near the top of his class at GW Med School, and he's dating 3 girls. One of them is long-term girlfriend Sasha. The second, Katie, like semi-seriously, and a third girl in Baltimore. I dated a med student for a while. She didn't have time just for me, let alone 2 other fucking guys. So Katie sees this, and she fires off an email to the other 2 girls. CC's Harry. Hey, by the way, this is going on. Here's the receipt to prove it. Call me if you've got any questions. Baltimore girl calls quick. They talk some shit. Sasha sends her an email. She's confused, devastated, had no idea this was going on. And they go back and forth for a little while. I'm sitting there in the restaurant, my jaw's on the floor. I had no idea. This just happened a month ago. Sasha must be heartbroken. I need to, like, check in with her, make sure she's okay. Date wraps up. It actually went pretty well, so we make plans for a second date. And I make plans with Sasha. So we're out at dinner, and we're wrapping up. And she hasn't brought this up at all. So finally, I'm just like, hey, listen, I heard if you want to talk, like, I'm here. And she's looking at me like I've got 3 heads. And then I'm like, I heard about you and Harry and Katie. If you want to talk. And my heads have turned purple. She has no idea what's going on. And I realize something's wrong. I can either flip over the table and run out of the restaurant, or I can calmly explain the thing that I heard. And I finish up, and she's like, what are you talking about? I didn't get any emails. Like, what, is Harry cheating on me? What are you saying? Just at this moment, we're interrupted by a phone call. It's Harry. She takes the call, and she proceeds to confront him right in front of me about what she just heard. Harry denies it, swears up and down this didn't happen. This girl is crazy. She's trying to break us up. Don't believe this hysterical lunatic. She gets off the phone, mostly mollified, but now she's asking me questions. And to be honest, like, I'm as confused as she is. I went on one date with this girl. It was a story I heard, but I was told she knew. I don't know what's going on. So we finish up dinner, leave the restaurant, and like Natalie Imbruglia, I'm torn. As far as I can tell, one of 3 things is happening. 1, Sasha and Harry have always had a very private relationship. Nobody knew they were dating for like 9 months. So maybe this happened, but they've decided to stay together. They're keeping it on the down low. They don't want anyone to know about it. That doesn't sound right, but I can't completely rule it out. 2, Katie is a psychopath. She has this idea that she's gonna, like, get with Harry, right? But, like, I can't figure out how this works exactly. Like, she tells me this story, and then I tell Sasha, and then Sasha breaks up with Harry, and then Harry starts dating Katie. Like, I don't know where this goes. Or 3, Harry's a cheater. But Harry's my friend. I don't want to believe that. And anyway, if that's true, what the fuck just happened in that restaurant? Like, Sasha was supposed to know about this, and she had no clue. So, a little while later, I get a call from Harry. Hey, man. This Katie girl, she's crazy, right? She's just trying to break up me and Sasha, right? You probably shouldn't see her anymore. It's just for the best that way. This is like the slimiest thing I've ever experienced. And at this point, I really do think about just pulling out of the whole situation. But pulling out doesn't work. And anyway, I've already got the second date scheduled. Why the hell should Harry's extracurriculars affect my dating life, right? So I go on the second date. It goes great. And so does the next one. And the one after that. And at some point, I start wanting to make this thing, like, explicitly serious with Katie, but there's this thing eating at the back of my mind, like, what the hell happened? So I sit her down, and I'm like, hey, when I went to Sasha, and went to dinner with Sasha, she'd never heard this story. When I went to dinner with Sasha, this is what happened. And she's baffled. And I just say, like, I've got this theory, right? What if Harry saw the email first? He'd been CC'd. And what if he'd hacked into Sasha's account and responded on her behalf? And carried out a whole conversation as Sasha. Katie's mind is blown. We run to the computer, we pull up the emails. There they all are, a whole back and forth. And we can't tell who's writing them. So like a year later, Sasha ends up hearing this story a second time through the grapevine. And this time, she decides to do some snooping of her own. Motherfucking. Genius. Player. Smooth talking. Baltimore traveling Harry. Never deleted the fucking emails. They're all right there. Sasha confronts him. He admits it. I don't know the full story, but here's what I do know. They enter couples counseling. They stay together.